Hiya, hiya, it's Joey Reynolds in a car. I did this a couple of years ago, and I was almost went over Niagara Falls with the bit. They're going to put me in a barrel with a video camera. Anyway, the other thing was that James Corden, he's been doing karaoke, playing the music of my life, you know, the things that I made famous when I was a disc jockey. I wish when they have these amateur shows and they put these little kids on singing songs like America's Got Talent, that they actually would have, if you're going to do a Stevie Wonder song and Stevie's still with us, have Stevie sing. You know, put him on there. That's not someone imitating the guy when he's still alive. But, you know, I'm not on radio and television. A lot of people miss me and they want to see me on TV. They want to hear me on the radio. And I still have what it takes to do all of that. You know, you have to know how and you have to want to do it. Those are the two components. But you have to be somewhere. And as someone said one day when he was hiding in a closet, having an affair with a guy's wife, and the guy discovered him in the closet, he opened the door and he looked at the guy and he said to the husband, he says, well, everybody's got to be somewhere. That's about it, you know. And I laugh at my own jokes because I don't rely on strangers. But, you know, I want a story. I have a story. This should be on radio and on television because every day I have something to say that's relevant to sharing my experience, my strength, and my hope. I was coming down the elevator in my high-rise apartment in New York yesterday, and I got to the bottom floor, and I ran into a woman who had a walker, and she was going through her purse, fumbling, an older woman, and I helped her look for her keys, and then we had a chat. And she asked me what I thought of the world today. And I said, well, she said, where are you from? I said, the 40th floor. Up there, the world is fine. When you get down here, then you got to really deal. And this is a tough one. And she said, no, I don't mean it physically, but what do you think emotionally? And I says, well, everything's changed. Nothing's where I left it, except those guys who used to drink and go bowling in Buffalo. They're in the same place, you know. But nothing has changed. Nothing's different. Emotionally, I've grown a little bit, I think. I hope spiritually. But, you know, we really did, as a country, she said, I think we've reached an end of an era. And I said, well, you know, in one era, out the other, trying to put in a bad pun. And I said, I think at World War II, when everybody was in common unity, we even melted down tin cans to make war weapons. The whole country was in on it, and much of the free world, because we wanted to stay free. So what we did was we fought the common enemy, and we all pitched in. Then we came home and we built another country, you know, and we had our lawns and our houses and cars, and then television came along, you know that story. And we sent our kids to school because we wanted them to have it better than we did. We graduated too many lawyers, but we didn't have the foresight that you should have, which is we got to be very, very litigious and gossipy, and we editorialize more than we give facts these days. Unfortunately, that's what news has become. So I'm not working on the regular radio and television with this kind of a philosophy, and I talked to her about that. And she looked at me and straight in the eye, and she says, you know, you and I are dinosaurs. And that's about it. I'm a part of a Jurassic Park. 5 million years in the making, and here I am. But I don't mind it. I mean, I don't think of myself as a dinosaur. I think of the rest of the world as being slow and behind. I don't think of myself as being a caveman. I think of myself as being ahead of the curve. And you just appear to be a caveman. I mean, look at all the animal stories we've gone through in the last couple of weeks, and all the tragedies in Orlando, and the shootings and the guns and the philosophies and the political elections. And one of the problems is a medical one where, what was it? I hear Donald Trump had he kept an erection for two years. No, I may have heard that wrong, but I want to throw in something funny because you can't leave these things on a serious note. And I'm definitely on the air wherever I am. I have a bullhorn in the park. I'm on the air. I have an opinion, and I also have a really wonderful gift that God's given me, and I want to share with everybody, and I like to help everybody. But you know, you guys got to catch up a little bit in the broadcast industry. You're so far behind, you think you're ahead. It's a Reynolds rap.